Now on Coast TV News.
Rough roads on the coast and in coastal cities and towns, efforts to improve them.
Resources for homeless programs, how these programs are working to protect people from an ice raid.
A permit parking system near Lewes Beach, why a trip to the water could soon cost you more.
Temps are going to climb so quickly on Wednesday, we will be doing some serious warming up by lunchtime. I'll have all the details.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Fixes to Route 16, what DelDOT is looking to do right now. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with improving roads throughout Sussex County.
DelDOT's 5 Points Working Group is pushing forward in Lewes, and further west is part of the Coastal Corridors study. Joining us live there in Milton is Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy. And Brendan, a big part of this study is Route 16.
Maddie and Charlie, what's another day without another DelDOT update? Right now, I'm in front of Route 16, Milton-Ellendale Highway, whatever you want to call it. Most people who live in Milton call it a mess, and that's what DelDOT is looking to fix. They're at the meeting right now, and they're talking about the metrics, about the specifics, about the land use rules, and everything that they need to know before going into this project. And when I spoke with one person in Milton, he told me that he's been wanting this change for a long time.
Everybody's going 60 miles an hour. Just do the math. And it ends up with a lot of dead people, which is why our accident rate's incredibly high compared to our population. If you can't do the overpasses, then it's going to have to be traffic lights, which nobody wants. But nobody wants a lot of dead people either.
We're going to keep following along with that meeting and bringing you all the updates we have in just under an hour. Maddie and Charlie, back to you guys.
All right, Brendan, thank you. And here's a bit of background on the Coastal Corridors study that's being updated this evening. DelDOT says during late 2020 and early 2021, the study team collected roadway and traffic data for the area, including the amount of traffic, movement patterns, and crash data. DelDOT says the findings pointed to more immediate attention needed to the east of Route 113, while the western portion presented the opportunity to proceed with a longer-range planning approach, including monitoring changes in population, jobs, and related traffic, both in Delaware and across the border in Maryland.
President Trump is following through with his plans to deport illegal immigrants. Organizations on the coast that help the homeless are making sure people have their proper identification. Coast TV News reporter Zakiya Jennings is in the newsroom. Zakiya, this comes after multiple organizations are preparing in case they are approached by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE.
Charlie, homeless programs across Delaware were contacted by Housing Alliance of Delaware with a number of resources, including a link to this. It's called a red card, which lists constitutional rights on one side and what to say in case you are approached by ICE on the other. Trish Hill at the Pallet Village says everyone was notified about the possibility of ICE showing up. That's because the Pallet Village is no longer a protected area. She says there's no need to worry.
So much of our community here in Georgetown has worked to do the proper thing with immigration, to get their papers, out in the Kimmytown and other parts of the area. They're doing it the correct way, and this is not something that we should have a community uproaring panic about because, as a community, we're pulling together and doing the things we need to do.
We spoke with the town manager, and he says neither him, the mayor, or the Georgetown police chief are aware of any ICE agents in town at this point in time. Getting IDs and handing out these cards are safety measures. Back to you.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know what should be the community's main focus for the homeless.
Let's take a look at the results so far. Access to IDs, that's 12% of the vote right now. Job training is 52%, and stable housing, 36%. Those are all good answers.
All good answers. We could have had an all of the above. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do that at coasttvnews.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And on the topic of immigration today, 2 Colombian Air Force planes carrying deportees from the United States arrived in Bogota. Over 200 Colombian nationals were brought home on those 2 planes. This comes after the Colombian president objected to the use of U.S. military aircraft to deport Colombians. President Trump responded with a pledge to impose a 25% tariff on all Colombian goods. The two reportedly reached a deal on Sunday night.
On the topic of immigration, House Republicans are challenging sanctuary jurisdictions. Those are places where local authorities don't go after people whose only crime is coming to the U.S. illegally. Advocates also argue otherwise law-abiding, undocumented immigrants should be allowed to stay. They point to their economic contributions and ties to family members who are citizens. The border czar disagrees. He says ICE is prioritizing violent criminals for now.
When the circumstances arise, we got a national security threat, a significant public safety threat, we're going to go where we got to go, whether it's a school, a church, a hospital.
The border czar says people who have lost deportation cases will be next, followed by anyone else without proper documents. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Ocean City now, as we turn it over to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams with our evening checklist forecast. I see that, Paul.
Yeah, because we are expecting for it to get a little warmer, but don't jump the gun, okay? Because tonight we're still going to get a bit on the chilly side, so you're still going to need long sleeves, a hat, and a warm beverage wouldn't be a bad idea to invest in at this point. As you take a look outside in Ocean City, our cam is acting up on me, but that's okay. We're going to just keep it moving forward. Here we go. So we're at 46 degrees in Rehoboth, 45 in Milton, 47 in Redden, as well as Seaford right now, 46 Del Mar, and in Salisbury. The winds are not acting up bad for now, but we have some warnings to be cognizant of, actually. Right now, the winds are out of the northwest between, let's say, 4 to 6 mile per hour gusts, so it's not a big deal now. So our our wind chill factor is not much different from the actual temperature reading that we're picking up. But we do have gale wind warnings in effect for Fairbank, Cambridge area, watching out for 35 to 40 mile per hour winds. We also have a gale wind warning in effect along the entire coast of here going into all of Delaware. And then we're at least at a small craft advisory over towards Ocean City. Coming up, we're going to talk about that significant warm-up that's indeed on the way and a chance of rain that's going to kick off on Friday. Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Families who lost their homes from the California wildfires have one big question, and that is, how long is it going to take to rebuild? Nearly 3 weeks after the Palisades fire burned thousands of homes, debris is still all over several neighborhoods. On Friday, President Trump pressured the mayor of Los Angeles to allow debris removal immediately. But first, the EPA must remove the hazardous waste from the impacted areas.
Some of it's going to be done in a week, and some of it may be done up to 3 months.
What is difficult for people, what is so difficult for people, is to understand that right now, especially if their place was destroyed, it's really toxic. It's dangerous for them to be there. There will be a time when they can do the cleaning, but the EPA has got to be in charge with this phase of it.
The owners get to phase 2. They can handle the debris removal on their own, or they can enlist the help of the Army Corps of Engineers.
And it's worth noting that right now, final evacuation orders for people in the Palisades fire area have been lifted. It comes after firefighters increased containment of that deadly fire. The city announced all evacuation orders have been reduced to resident-only access. But a night curfew, though, that still does remain in effect.
Heading closer to home now, a trip to the beach in Lewes might cost you a little more in spaces that have been free to park in the past. That's those non-metered streets, the non-metered streets. The city is looking at paid parking via permit. The city is proposing a $100 fee for permits per season. That's for locals, $250 per season for visitors.
We need to have some control factor that we have not had in the past. But I think that the residents who permanently live here should get a break on the cost if they decide that's what they're going to do versus people coming in just to visit.
The city is also eyeing increasing the metered rates at the beach lots. Still ahead, calendar change updates for Indian River school students following multiple snow days.
And we have temperatures going to rise fast for tomorrow, but also want to remind you about the Delmarva Job Fair on the 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Georgetown, and we're looking for it to stay really warm. We're going to have this nice warming pattern for the next few days in a row, Patty.
A freeze on all federal grants and loans. How this move from the Trump administration could impact public programs across the country. That story is after the break.
Delaware has the 5th highest percentage of residents over the age of 65. Many are seniors who need a little assistance in order to maintain their independence, while others are family caregivers who just need a little time off. Are you a senior with time on your hands to help another? If you need help, if you need respite, if you can help, call me. I promise you can have a better life. I'm Amy McDermott of Seniors Helping Seniors, providing companionship and care to seniors in Sussex County.
Start 2025 in style. The New Year, New Ride sales event at Preston Hyundai is happening now. Preston Hyundai at Millsboro has almost 200 new Hyundais available, with nearly 100 priced at under 30 grand. As your dedicated Hyundai dealer in Sussex County, Delaware, we are committed to going the extra mile to help you find the right vehicle and provide exceptional service throughout your ownership. Check out MillsboroHyundai.com to buy online, and we'll deliver it to your front door. Visit us at the all-new Preston Hyundai at Millsboro and discover why people say cars cost less with Preston.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Hey, Delaware. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line. It's all on your phone, and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with Bet Rivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
A sudden halt on federal assistance funding by the Trump administration is sending shockwaves across the country and through global agencies that rely on the U.S.
The move could potentially impact trillions of dollars overall and affect millions of people in our country alone.
As Laura Aguirre explains, it could set the stage for a constitutional fight at the highest court.
As of 5 p.m. Eastern today, all federal grants and loans are officially frozen.
It is a temporary pause, and the Office of Management and Budget is reviewing the federal funding that has been going out the door.
Democratic backlash swift and scathing.
Donald Trump has shut off billions, perhaps trillions of dollars that directly support states, cities, towns, schools, and most of all, American families.
The Appropriations Committee has voted bipartisan House, Senate, signed by the president, and this is law.
Appropriations governed by Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution, which essentially grants Congress the so-called power of the purse.
I spoke to my Attorney General this morning. She's head of the State Attorneys General Association. They're going to court right away.
An updated budget office memo sent out midday directs any agency impacted by the freeze to answer questions related to their purpose, such as aiding undocumented migrants, climate policy, diversity programs, or abortion.
It means no more funding for illegal DEI programs, for the Green New scam, for transgenderism and wokeness.
The funding memo specifically names Social Security and Medicare benefits as exempt, along with, quote, assistance provided directly to individuals.
It is the responsibility of this president and this administration to be good stewards of taxpayer dollars.
They need tax cuts for the ultra-wealthy, and these cuts, they think, will fund them.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
And this just in, a federal judge has temporarily blocked the Trump administration freeze on federal grants and loans. That is according to the Associated Press. Several nonprofits have now sued the Trump administration over the move.
And those challengers allege the administration violated the Administrative Procedures Act, a statute that sets procedural guardrails on how executive branch agency implements policy.
Here's a look at your Bay forecast. We're going to warm all the way to 55 on Wednesday. Cooler on Thursday. Cold front pushes through and helps create an opportunity for rain on Friday. We'll have your full forecast coming up in a moment.
You already know Robinson's family of businesses as coin experts. They also specialize in natural and now lab diamonds. Robinson's has the largest selection and the largest jewelry showroom on Delmarva with 8 jewelers on staff.
Did you know that lab diamonds are the same as natural diamonds, just lacking nitrogen from the earth? Lab-created diamonds have the same carat weight and grade and density as natural diamonds, but at only 1/3 of the cost.
With decades of serving our community, we're glad to be your trusted family business. Robinson's Family of Businesses, where Delmarva gets engaged.
Shower your home with love with a new bath from Bath by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Happy New Year from the dealership that puts you, the customer, first in everything we do. First State Chevrolet in Georgetown.
Rates as low as 2.4% and $2,000 off on this new 2025 Chevy Silverado.
Save over $3,000 on this 2024 Chevrolet Blazer. Sales, service, parts, body shop, and towing all in one convenient location in Georgetown, 1 mile north of the DMV.
We're First State Chevy in Georgetown, where we put you, the customer, first. Together, let's drive.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
We're expecting for the temperatures to soar into the mid-50s as early as tomorrow, but we're still going to be a little bit on the cool side in the morning hours. So it's going to be a little deceiving. We're going to go from really chilly to mild for the next few days in a row. I'll show you how we'll ping pong between those two. Our tunnel and razor camera in Lewes, 47 degrees with the winds out of the north staying very calm. 37 with partly cloudy skies expected by the 9 o'clock hour. Here's a look at the temps at this hour. We're at 46 degrees in Ocean Pines, Bethany Beach, Rehoboth Beach, Georgetown, as well as Seaford. Now, we are a little bit warmer in Salisbury, for example, by about 3 degrees, but look right here. Ocean City, we are 8 degrees warmer there, and in Wallops Island. So we're trending in the right direction. The winds are picking up a little momentum, though. We have a newly issued gale wind warning in and around the immediate Cambridge area. Now, when we talk about a gale wind warning, we're talking about 40 to 45 mile per hour winds. Not to be outdone, along the Sussex coast, same situation. Broadkill Beach, Slaughter Beach, look for very breezy conditions up to 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. And we're expecting the same at the Lewes Beach, Rehoboth, down towards Ocean View, and Fenwick Island, very blustery conditions. Now, we're expecting it to stay breezy over towards places like Ocean City, but we're looking at 25 mile per hour wind gusts. Regardless, we're talking about it being very breezy along the coast for the entire Delmarva Peninsula, as the trough of the cold front is actually just to our north. See, as you take a look at the future gusts, we're looking at zonal flow from the west to the east, watching out for about 36 mile per hour wind gusts in Milton, for example, over towards Slaughter Beach a little bit more. That's why that's purple right there, and that's what I'm trying to dissect that for you so you'll know what to expect. 34 mile per hour wind gusts for Wednesday afternoon. Now, we skip over to Friday because Friday the winds change direction and they pick up momentum once again. Thursday, the winds are going to lay off for a second. Then they come back into becoming a little more for us. By the time we get to Friday going into Saturday, it's going to shift directions as well. So Wednesday, we're looking at mild but breezy conditions. Thursday, the cold front pushes through. We're going to be chilly in the morning time, but we will recover nicely in the afternoon. I mean, take a look at this. We're looking at temperatures well into the 50s. We're at 50 degrees even in Lewes and Rehoboth. But as you go inland, we go into the mid-50s. That's quite a treat. Warm and beautiful, but we are watching out for the winds to gust up to 30 miles per hour in some cases. 57, the expected high in Berlin. Berlin's going to be the hot spot. But now, juxtapose that next to how it's going to feel in the morning time. That's the really wacky thing about it. So, for example, we go into Thursday morning, it's going to feel like 21 degrees. Now, it's not single digits. I get that. However, it's still going to be a bit on the chilly side. We're looking at Thursday, we're okay. And then as we go into, let's say, Saturday morning, we stay in the 30s. But then on Sunday, we jump right back into the teens once again. So don't put away your winter coat just quite yet. About our temperature trend, we're going to be trending more upwards on odd days, 55, 56. So we're going to see that trend changing us up. But once again, we're in the 50s, all right, going into the afternoon hours. Even as you take a look at our most southern portions of our viewing area, 55 in Willards, Newark, Berlin, and all of these places. And then over the weekend, we will settle back into the 40s. Finally, here's a look at your extended forecast. At least we're well above freezing for a few days.
Paul, thank you. Well, we have a quick update for Indian River School District families and kids. You might not like this. March 5th, you got to go to school now, okay? The district says originally that was just a professional day for staff, but due to all those snow days, March 5th is now a full-on makeup day.
Sometimes you got to pay the piper.
Yep.
And coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, your game of the night at 7 p.m. It's Smyrna taking on Dover in girls basketball. Then at 10:30, we've got the final score. On the DSN Plus app at 5:15, Seaford hosting Lake Forest in boys basketball. Then at 6 p.m., Salisbury School takes on the Saints Peter and Paul in boys basketball. Also at 6, James M. Bennett will play Snow Hill, also in boys basketball. Coming up, from bird flu to inflation, you can continue to expect record high egg prices this year. What local restaurants have to say about price hikes? Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with patio systems in Lewes, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
Wednesday only at Johnny Janosic. It's our huge one-day sale. Take an extra 20% off our everyday low prices. Plus, save up to 70% on clearance items. Wednesday only and only at Johnny Janosic.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Because beauty excites. It energizes. It drops our jaws, dilates our eyes, makes us look twice. A beautiful home, a beautiful life, is something we create. And we can start right now at Floor & Decor.
Hi, I'm Heidi Gilmore, a partner at Brockstead Mandalis Federico, and I would like to introduce you to our newest partner at the firm, Michelle Wynn. Michelle and I handle real estate transactions. We work well together because we share a very strong work ethic.
I've been practicing real estate for the last decade with Heidi by my side. I'm excited to take on this new leadership role.
When you're looking for experience and efficiency for your transaction, make sure you call the right lawyers.
Yes, Brockstead Mandalis Federico, right lawyers, right now.
Wednesday only at Johnny Janosic. It's our huge one-day sale. Take an extra 20% off our everyday low prices. Plus, save up to 70% on clearance items. Wednesday only and only at Johnny Janosic.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
Sorry, egg lovers, you can expect to continue paying high prices for the breakfast staple. That's being driven by the bird flu outbreak and inflation. Government data shows the average price of a dozen eggs was $4.15 last month. A price outlook from the USDA estimates egg prices will increase 20% this year, and local restaurants are already feeling the pinch.
We're going to keep trying to absorb that as long as we can, but if they go up 200-300%, we may be having another conversation.
The USDA says bird flu has killed over 17 million egg-laying hens in November and December, and that is nearly half of all the birds killed by the virus last year.
Get this, one lucky football fan can stuff his or her wallet by stuffing his or her face. The website Finance Buzz is offering $1,000 to a snack food taste tester for the upcoming Super Bowl against the Chiefs and Eagles. The winner will go to Costco and try out all the usual game day favorites and determine just how good they are. Officials say this offer is not endorsed by Costco.
And speaking of the Super Bowl, if you haven't heard, right now Coast TV is looking for the most passionate Eagles fans in our community to feature in upcoming segments. Whether you've been tailgating for decades, have an epic collection of Eagles memorabilia, or an unforgettable game day ritual, we want to hear your story. Shoot us an email at news@wrde.com if you think you're the #1 fan or know somebody you think deserves to be in the spotlight.
And be sure to join us Saturday for the Delmarva Job Fair. If you are looking for a job, there will be dozens of employers on site in the gym at Delaware Technical Community College in Georgetown. Bring your resume this Saturday. It's February 1st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and admission is free.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Laurel. One more check on the forecast after this.
If you're looking for a reliable pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you won't want to miss out on Preston Ford's Surplus Sell-Off. We still have over 1,000 new Fords and pre-owned vehicles waiting on our lot for you. Our Ford Blue Advantage inventory is bigger than ever and packed with benefits. You can buy confidently knowing our Ford Blue Advantage inventory goes through 139 points of inspection by certified technicians. Plus comes with a 90-day, 4,000-mile comprehensive limited warranty. Check out our entire inventory online at PrestonFord.com. Join us at the Surplus Sell-Off sales event at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
I remember their little hands in mine, taking those first steps, soothing them when they were hurt or sick, helping them find their strength. Lately, I've noticed them trying to help me, but I'd much rather hear about them and my grandkids. That's why I chose Commonwealth Senior Living at the Eastern Shore, because some things never change. I don't want my kids to worry.
Improving the lives of seniors, their families, and each other. That's the Commonwealth difference.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware is an award-winning waterfront restaurant serving fresh, local seafood. Catch 54 features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple coastal cuisine with house favorites including our signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, and our famous 54 burger. Catch 54 offers delicious, chef-inspired nightly specials, a raw bar, a wine spectator winning wine list and monthly wine dinners, and the best happy hour in town. Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Ready to upgrade your drive? Visit buyatoyota.com or scan this QR code and start your journey today. Ready for anything with comfort that lasts the whole trip? Your new RAV4 is waiting, with deals just a click away. Right now, buy a new Toyota RAV4 with low 4.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Severe weather can take a toll on your roof. Don't wait until it's too late. Reinvest your tax refund into your most valuable asset, your home, with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Experience unmatched protection and durability with top quality materials and expert craftsmanship you can trust.
Have total confidence in your investment with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee. For a limited time, get 50% off installation plus financing options as low as $99 a month.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Coming up on Coast TV News at 6, the type of new festival heading to Ocean City as part of the town's 150th anniversary.
Our umbrella giveaway winner is Ken Miller of Milton. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast. We've already updated it for you. Call 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Brockstedt, Mandalis, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Now, we're going to ping pong back and forth, from 55 down to 27, 40 to 33, 56 to 35. So it's going to be mild in the afternoon, but kind of chilly in the morning. So don't quite change out your wardrobe. Just kind of stay flexible, particularly by the time we get to next week. We're back to being cold consistently next Tuesday and next Wednesday.
Okay, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.